that they don't wait for the teammates. Commonly in Halo 2, you know, you said push with me pink. You know, I had Gandhi by my side, and me and him would run pink. And you don't really have that. Someone saying pink 2 one shot, that doesn't mean, you know, push with me. So it's really the communication factor that is the key to this game type.
And you guys really seem to have some of the best communication that we've seen so far this event. What was that all about? Has Classic always been a talking team, or is that something that you came in and helped train them to do better?
Well, they definitely had communication before I got there. I mean, that's what made them such a strong team to begin with. But thankfully, since they were definitely all selfless players, you know, you got Chig, the Rising Star, and Soldier and Best Man, you know, really just are grinding every event. So, you know, when I went to the LAN, I just tried to pretty much force as much communication that's key. You know, like, let's say Blue Needle's going pink 2, like Cloud just did. You know, as long as you're just, you know, pretty much really specific with your call-outs, you'll be successful.
Right now we're watching as Believe the Hype has just taken the lead here, 107 to 102. All three members alive here for Str8 Rippin are stuck in the red base.
Now, Eric, not to cut you off, Chris, but now, Eric, when you have the ball in the other base and you kill them all, what do you prefer to do when that team's spawning in the opposite base? Would you rather swarm them or would you rather hold back?
I think that we'd rather hold back because, like I said previously, a lot of the top teams really don't have that communication of, hey, push pink with me. And if you do swarm them, you know, their only pretty much objective is to kill, you know, the swarmer, the flanker. A lot of the times you see, you know, Walshy flanking or Nady pushing into the base, and that's pretty much, you know, the easy kill. And, you know, he can die and respawn and, you know, flank again, but this isn't lockdown oddball anymore, it's midship. So personally, I'd rather just try and let them fight their way across the map, and then, like in Halo 2, just move the ball around the map. You know, if 3 guys push pink, move the ball car and wait for our teammates to spawn.
Now I got 2 questions real quick for you guys. First of all, 49-49, who do you trust the most on your team to get that 50th kill?
I would definitely have to go with Best Man. The kid clutches pretty much every team slayer that we've ever had. He just goes into overload mode, whether it's flanking, you know, Rocket Bridge against Instinct or, you know, pretty much just getting any clutch kill. He always does it.
And now I have a gut feeling on this one. I think this series is also going to go to a ridiculous Game 5. Who of these 8 players is going to get that 49-49 final kill?
I would have to go with T-Square. The guy wants it more than anything in the world, and when he gets momentum, he's just unstoppable, and especially with Elamite and legit supporting.
And that is the most roundabout way I could ever get to just asking you, who do you want to watch in this game? But I did it. My goal has been achieved. We're watching T-Squared from Str8 Rippin, and right now the team is losing by about 45 seconds here. What does Str8 Rippin need to do? Because Believe the Hype, they're really just running this ball away, and it looks like Legit's finally going to get it over at the blue base.
I think that they just need to wait for each other a little bit more. You see them, you know, T-Squared's pushing cars up by himself. Hopefully this is a successful flank. But at the same time, they could be coming behind him.
And they just got 4 dead here for Believe the Hype. So what is now the key to set up? They have the ball over in the blue base. It looks like they just lost a player over on pink side, but T-Squared has Carbine on lock.
Exactly. So what you want to do here is pretty much move the ball towards Car and just stay alive. The entire key is pretty much just to stay alive. If Kyle and Tom stay alive long enough, then it pretty much allows their teammates like Legit and Snipe down to spawn pick one, to spawn red too, and to help them out while the other team is pushing on them. That way they're getting shot from behind, so they have to push towards Tom, and he just watches the screens and peeks out.
Now, when you're playing the oddball game time, I was just taking a look there. We have 4 minutes left on the clock. How much does that clock come into your guys' mind when you're playing, or are you only thinking about what's happening in that moment?
For my teammates, they're always looking at the clock, I believe, but for me, I have a problem with getting in the zone. I really don't think about anything except for what's on my screen and making sure that we're always doing the right thing at the right time. I mean, when it's the last minute, last 2 minutes, we're down, we're above. You know, you always try and squeeze out those last few seconds, but throughout the entire game, if you milk it throughout the entire game, you'll be fine for the end. You don't need to milk it just in the end.
All right, well, here we go. Str8 Rippin looking to climb back into this game. They were down by about 40 seconds. Now it's 60-1, 56 and counting. And they're about to retake the lead if T-Squared to hold on to the ball, but they're getting heavy pushes coming here from across the map. There's long-range shots from the carbine side. And I guess, what do you do here? You have the ball up in pink. Why bring it up there, and what do you do once you do have it up there?
Well, pretty much once you bring the eyeball up in the pink, that pretty much shows you that the rest of the opposing team is probably just going carbine. So if you just stay on Pink Street and like T-Squared, so I saw 2 guys push blue and 1 guy push red, then you just got to really single them out. I mean, there was 3 guys on blue, and if T-Squared just watched blue with his 2 teammates, they definitely could have easily, stopped their push, and then worried about the other 2 guys that were pushing from red.
And it's all tied up, basically. Before you go, got to congratulate you again, but I got to get a prediction here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Who's going to win this one?
Well, after what just happened, I'm pretty sure that Str8 Rippin is going to take this one.
Str8 Rippin's going to take it. Any reason why?
Well, T-Squared's Pink 3, and Believe the Hype's on spawn, so it just kind of looks like they have a pretty good spawn set up right now.
And even if Str8 Rippin takes this game 3, who wins the series in how many games?
I would have to, if Str8 Rippin wins this game, I would say that Str8 Rippin would definitely probably win this in a 3-1 fashion. They got a ridiculous construct cadence right now, and oh wait, what's the next name type? Is it now?
It's narrow CTF.
Narrow CTF?
Onslaught CTF. Onslaught CTF.
Oh, it's Onslaught CTF. All right, well with Onslaught CTF, I would have to go with definitely Str8 Rippin in a 3-1 fashion.
3-1 fashion. Well, that was all 4 dead for Str8 Rippin. Believe the Hype is going to get the oddball back. Ghost, I'm going to let you stay in the booth there until this game finishes before we kick you out of here and make you go celebrate your huge win over Triggers Down.
Now to bring it back 2 minutes, or about like a minute ago, when they spawn car and you have it pink, if you were the one spawning car, wouldn't you just rush top middle because it's so much shorter than it used to be in Halo 2?
Exactly. I mean,
that's what I saw.
Donnie, I mean, what did we do when we had pink? What was the only thing to stop the pink strat? It was the push top middle. Yep. I mean, many players don't really understand that yet, but if you have that experience from Halo 2, a lot of things really transfer well to Halo 3.
And here we go, 60 seconds left, and it looks like, Ghost, your prediction was wrong. We all can't be Walshy.
He did call that to a T.
That's ridiculous.
Incredible.
And it looks like Believe the Hype is going to take game number 3. So, Ghost, thanks so much for joining us up here in the booth. Do you have any final shout-outs? I know I got to give a big shout-out to your twin brother, Brett, back home in Jersey.
Besides Brent, I'd give a shout-out to my mom, Bill, my dad, Farouk, my entire team.
Farouk is up here with sides, by the way, people.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
The Giants.
Who are out of the playoffs. Congratulations, Giants. You didn't even make it that far. All right, Ghost, thanks so much, buddy. Congratulations.
Care,
We're going to jump on board with Cloud, who is holding the ball for the final 13 seconds here. It looks like Believe the Hype is going to take game 3. And here we go. There you have it. Believe the Hype is now up 2-1 over Str8 Rippin. And there you go, checking out the stats. 1 minute and 30 of ball time there from Clutch, picking up the 97 score. We're going to take a look here. And we got plus 12 out of Cloud, 36 kills. My Warrior, he dropped 32. Both players going huge, but Believe the Hype walks away with the win.
Yes, they do, Chris, and it's now 2-1.